this is a passion project for everyone who's involved. Like everyone has been passionate about it because we let them work in whatever space they wanted. What they've written and contributed is the same kind of energy to their project. And so even though, some of these stories are like worlds apart, they feel like they belong together because everybody, you can almost like feel the passion for this project coming through the page. Like, then that's what excited me. I was like, how are we going to tie all these things together? And then you read them all in order and you're just like, oh yeah, that's the book. Like it was so cool. But I think that's the key to it. What we love at FanFiAddict is we're always trying to build on our passion for SFF. That's why FanFiAddict is there in the first place. So if the anthology didn't reflect that, it wouldn't be ready to share with people. So what we're hoping is that like everybody's passion is kind of like filters through. So when people are reading the book, they feel a little bit of that and get a little bit of like that tingle themselves, of like, oh yeah, this is actually really cool,
Yeah, we want all of our readers to get a tingle.
We do, yeah. It's a tingle magnet. This is what it is. Yeah.
There's the YouTube short for the advertising.
There you go. That tingle is the spores infecting you.
Yeah, we should have put a tingle tier on the Kickstarter. Yeah.
Brought to you by Chuck Tingle.
Yeah.
As well.
It was the first tier. But I do think that did happen though, because I don't know if I'm a good consumer for you guys or a bad consumer. I shared everything repeatedly, including the advertisement, but I didn't watch it. I just was like, I'm going to buy this and share this. So I'll have to go back and see how you did it. I feel stupid now. But yeah, I just kept sharing it with people. I was like, this is really cool. It sounds awesome. Look at these people. And I think that's what it is, Frasier, is like, I just could already tell that it was really, I could feel the passion coming through. And I think you could feel it, even with how, and going back to Adrian, you said earlier, in terms of, like, I have an Adrian M Gibson notebook on Google Docs where I'm like looking, I take notes on you. I'm like, oh, so Adrian is doing this.
You're like profiling me like I'm like a serial killer or something?
Well, no, just like, I think that the way that you guys in particular, like certain people like set up, launches or projects like this, I'm stealing that. Like, I'm like, because it's just done really well. And I think it is like, you can just feel that you guys had such passion for it. Like, even with you guys like sharing stuff, like, hey, please share this on this date. I opened up that, I was like, yeah, I'll share. Like, you Facebook messaged me, I'm like, sure. And then you emailed me. When I opened it up, I was like, yeah. And I was like glad I was by myself, because I was like, and I just kept going. I was like, this looks amazing. I read like the first part of the blurb, I guess, but I didn't keep going, because I was like, this looks amazing. It sounds amazing. Based off of what a couple of you guys have said, with statuses and stuff, like, hey, share this. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to do that. But I think that's where I just didn't fully absorb everything, because I was like, this is just going to be amazing. And I think a lot of people could tell just right off the bat, just with the materials that you guys shared, and, just the people and the amount of people, but also like the people in particular you asked to share those things. I think that just, I think the passion came out just right away. I don't think you guys could absorb it at all, if you wanted to, through that release date, because that's some people were like, other people that shared too were like messaging me. They're like, hey, have you seen this? Hey, go ask them. I was like, yeah, you asked me, like, I'm going to share it. But it was so cool that like people were trying to help you out just to make sure, right, that like other platforms or people could share. So I think that passion personally just like came out like right off the bat. So I think that's what made this project special in particular.